Kids, when did you realize how smart you actually were? I was sitting in my math class last year, and we were doing this insanely hard problem that nobody could figure out. The teacher had been explaining it for 20 minutes, and everyone was just staring at their papers like zombies. I wasn't even paying attention because I was doodling on the side of my notebook. Random shapes, a stick figure doing a backflip, the usual. Then suddenly the teacher called on me. I looked up like a deer in headlights. I didn't even know what the question was, but I looked at the board, and somehow, I just got it. Like instantly, the numbers made sense in a way I can't even explain. I told the teacher the answer, and she just stood there for a second. Her marker was still hovering in the air. Then she said, "That's correct." The entire class turned around and looked at me like I was some kind of alien. Some kid in the back whispered, "Wait, what just happened?" But here's where it gets crazy. This girl, Sarah, who's like the biggest tryhard in the school and thinks she's a literal genius, got so mad. She sits in the front row, takes notes in 3 different colored pens, and corrects people when they pronounce words wrong. She started arguing with the teacher saying I must have cheated or looked it up on my phone. My phone was face down on my desk. I wasn't even paying attention. The teacher told her to calm down, but Sarah wasn't having it. She was getting louder, her voice cracking a little. She demanded the teacher give me a harder problem to prove I was actually smart. The whole class went silent. You could hear someone's pencil drop in the back. So my teacher, who honestly found this whole thing hilarious, wrote this insane equation on the board that wasn't even part of our curriculum. It had fractions, exponents, and some symbols I'm pretty sure she made up. She said, "If you can solve this, I'll give you extra credit." I walked up to the board, grabbed the marker, and solved it in 2 minutes. I could feel Sarah's eyes burning a hole in the back of my head. When I turned around, her face went completely red. She stood up, grabbed her stuff, and just walked out of class. Didn't even ask permission. Just marched straight to the door and slammed it behind her. The teacher let her go because she was clearly having a breakdown. One kid started slow clapping. Another person said, "That was the most dramatic exit I've ever seen." When Sarah came back the next day, she didn't look at me once. Not in the hallway, not in class, nowhere. Then I found out she requested to switch classes. She told the counselor she needed a more advanced learning environment. Translation: she couldn't handle being wrong. My teacher pulled me aside after and told me I should join the math competition team. I said sure, why not? Turns out I was actually pretty good at it.